Facebook, 100 on Instagram. That is my bare minimum. If I go under, I'm just like, okay, we're gonna wait until they're gonna let me add some more because I'm not going to bed until I have that number of new friends that I went and messaged or followed or whatever. You get the point. Another thing, host a post. I am huge on host a post. I get up 20 a day. Lately, I've been settling for 10, but that's on me. But you guys, host a posts are huge. Not only are you growing your network in the process, but you're doing all these other things within host a post, and so it's kind of like your 6 lists all in one task. And it's literally mind blowing because not only are you meeting new people, you're getting your name out there, but other people are seeing the post and they're going to be interested. They may not comment, but they will like it, react to it, add you from it. You guys, it's like a big thing. And last thing, organization. Get a planner, digital, paper, highly recommend. I got a new one, and let me just tell you, you guys, I'm obsessed with this because I see everything on one page. And so organize yourself. Figure out what numbers work for you, write them down, and do it consistently every single day. So every day before I go to bed, I make sure I have 3 different things going on in my story. I message 100 people a reach out message because you always want to get your name out there in people's inboxes. I make sure I post twice a day. I make sure I add 150 friends. And I also make sure I follow up, whether it's 50 follow ups or a whole month worth of follow ups. You want to just you want to have your name in people's inboxes, and that is like the big thing. Okay, I'm done.
I actually have a question for you that I want you to talk on specifically. I love how you do follow-ups, and I'm just going to be real. I still don't do it. And I don't know why, but I love that you do it. I just haven't done it myself. But can you talk about like how you search for a message and you follow up for like a specific product? Because I love that you do that, and I think it would help a lot of people too.
Yeah, so I'll just use my phone. So I can't message today. I tried. I was so lucky I was able to get my reach outs done, but I'm no longer able to message for the rest of the day. But you guys, here's what I do. Whenever you're talking about products, there's always keywords within the message. And so, like for instance, for hair, skin, nails, because I know I talked about that a lot last year, I would search the word biotin. If I could spell that, that would be amazing. Biotin. I would just search it at the top of the Messenger app. Let me like lower my brightness. So you just search it at the top, and then you're gonna see like I want to say 3 names pop up. Press see more, and then you have all the conversations you've ever had with people talking about hair, skin, and nails. You could search hair, but then host a post might pop up. So I always do biotin, and you'll get conversations from when you first joined the business that you didn't even know existed. So I really love doing this, especially because I just scroll to the very bottom and I work my way up until Messenger gets mad. It's like no more messaging. But that is a simple way to do that. You can do biotin for hair, skin, and nails depending on what your message looks like. I want to say instant for coffee, and then I do TFX for Thermophilex. And I just search up the keywords. I don't go like back and forth and crazy. I like to be organized with my messaging, so I'll only do like one product for this week, another product for another week, another message the next week. Like you want to be organized and not all over the place because then it's going to be harder to track your work.
Okay, I love that. Thank you. And then one more question that a couple people had in the chat. Kate asked, "How do I love that coffee cup?" Anyway, sorry, that was super cute. But Kate asked, "How do you find so many people to send messages to?" I grow my network every day, and it's been a struggle for me. And I want to say that that is something a lot of people do struggle with. So, like, if any of you guys feel that, you are not alone. But Amberly, how do you kind of like go about that?
So, okay, I do it both on Instagram and Facebook. So I'll just talk about Facebook first since I have this in front of me. So, you guys, I will text this in the chat like after I'm done talking or at some point. But what you want to do is you want to download your friends list on Facebook. I would download it, but I was just like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of pages to print out. Well, you don't have to print it out. So what I do is I open it on my iPad, the friends list, and I scroll to the very, very bottom, and I just work my way up. I count 100, I mark it. I'm going to show you where I'm at so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So let me lower this. So I download my Facebook friends list, and you can see I stopped at 100 and that's today's date. And I go by 25 because you don't want to do them all at one time. You'll get blocked a lot faster. So I'll mark like 25. I'll take a break or whatever. Then I'll do 50 and so on and so forth. But that is how I do my reach out because before I would just go off of whatever I left off of when I was scrolling through my friends list on my profile, and some people I found that I didn't even get to. So I like that I'm able to download my friends list and just kind of work my way up at my own pace. You can do 50 a day, you can do whatever works for you, but this is just what worked for me. For Instagram, I went to my followers and I scrolled all the way to the bottom and I worked my way up as well. There's a way you can download your Instagram friends. It looked really complicated, so I just didn't do that. But that is how I message on Instagram. And again, you always want to grow your network. Do not message your new followers right off the spot. Interact with them, like 3 pictures, comment on 1 or 2, let them know like you're friendly and whatever, and kind of see if they like interact with your story or your post before you even message them. What I do on Instagram is different from Facebook. I'll message for host to post first so I can get them to advertise my flyer before I even ask them if they're interested in products or joining the business. On Facebook, I just do either or depending on the vibe I get from their profile.
Yeah, I love that so much. And I actually do the same thing that you do. So I love that you said that. But one thing I want to say, if you don't know how to download your friends list on Facebook, I can go live tomorrow and like actually show you guys how I do it. But if you want to get it done before that, Joyce, I see you shaking your head. You're like, yes, sister, I will definitely do that tomorrow. I need to write that down. Live Facebook friends. Okay. Otherwise, I will forget. But another thing, you can also YouTube or Google it too. I don't know if that will be easier, but I will for sure go live and share how I do that and everything. Renee, I'll remind you. Love it. I'm trying to think. There was one other thing that I needed to say, but if I remember it, I'll go on. But thank you so much for those tips, Amberly. I loved everything you had to say. Now we are going to move to Kate. Let's see. I almost muted myself. You should be able to unmute yourself, Kate. Trying to. Okay. Let's see if this works. And then if you just want to share kind of like why you got started in the business and then just kind of go into your tips from there, go ahead. But you should be able to unmute yourself.
Yeah, it's actually working now. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, you're totally fine, girl.
Okay, so I guess to start it off, I'm actually happy I'm actually talking. I never did before. I'm shocked that I got the opportunity. But to start off, I would like to say that I got started in the business at first. I was like iffy on wanting to start because I was kind of scared maybe it's a scam or something. But after a while, just watching and stuff, I actually searched into it a little bit and I decided let's just take the chance. So I did. And after starting, well, it actually made me happy because I don't know, because I actually been in another company before. That's what was one of my fears. I seen a comment. So one of my fears is in another company that I used to work for. I kind of forgot the name of it, but it was also another kind of company like this for distribution. And they actually said that they're going to be there to help me and stuff, but nobody was ever there to help me. So I actually struggled with it and I just ended up quitting that. So that's why I thought it was a scam. But after a couple months now, I actually started to see that it's not. And I shared this business with my family and my friends and stuff. And that's how I started my company at first with my customers. But yeah, so the business has helped me with a lot of things. But one of the things, honestly, I might not make a lot of money yet, but that's my goal. And I hope to reach it there. Give me a second. I wrote down what to talk about.
No, you're totally good. And one thing I wanted to also like add on to what you said, I also was with another company before this business as well. And I did not see success in it. Literally the same thing happened. They were like, we're going to be here to help you. And then I was like, where are y'all at? I need help. And they were not there. So I love that because I feel like it's something, I mean, it's terrible, but it led you to this and we're all glad you're here. But I just wanted to share that too real quick.
Yeah. But also like I didn't know where my place was in life because like for a fact I didn't know if I wanted to like I have 2 degrees. I was thinking of I keep going back and forth with school for. Yeah, I have FAFSA, they pay for it. But I never knew where I wanted to be because my mom wants me to be this and I wanted to be this and I wanted to be that. So I'm just going back and forth. And then when I seen this opportunity, ever since I started it, I thought it was like something for me. Like I actually started something that I could do for myself. And so far it's been good. I even brought a friend into this business and she actually enjoyed it so far. And she's gotten her customers, a few customers also now. But also getting into it, how I do halves and stuff, my upline, she like consistently texts me and stuff, and I text her and we keep talking back and forth. So I take her advice. I do the 6 list. Sometimes I might not do everything every day because I'm so busy, but I do try so much that I at least get some things. Yeah, I do get a lot of no's. Most of my customers are friends and family because I know how to convince them because it is family after all. But like I'm still getting into it. And most of the people that actually reply to my things are actually on Haps, honestly, host to post. I don't post every day, but I do get most of my replies onto there. I really don't know what else to talk
No,
about.
you're good. Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. I was writing that down, but I love that. Do you do like a specific host to post that you feel like works for you? Like, is there like a generic product one that you?
Mostly about the Skinny Brew and the keto tea. They actually like the most. They always like when they see Skinny Brew. They said, "How does coffee make you lose weight?"
Yeah.
In the beginning when I started, I was completely confused and I always was like texting my client, like, what do I say to them? What do I say to them? But now I actually have it down. Like when we downloaded that boards app, it helped me a lot. And now I have everything to say to them for it. And also before, like when I started this and Mariah told my upline, Mariah told me, oh, you got to text all the people on your friends list. I told her, oh, I have a lot of people I really dislike from high school and stuff only on my friends list. She said, then why do you have them on your friends list? That got me to thinking. She was right. So I went and I actually unfriended most of them, but I did for some of them. Maybe we didn't completely went off. So I did go to them and I did text them. And actually one of them, she was interested in the business. Yeah, she didn't reply after a while, but it's whatever. You will get people like that, but yeah. So I was actually scared because I'm a shy type of person right now. Honestly, I'm shy talking because there's like over 500 people looking at me right now. But when she said you have to talk to random people, I was shy because like I don't go to people to talk to them. I let people come to me to talk to me and like reach out to me. So it was something good, but I got into it and now I was getting more used to it. And about going to add people, what I do is I just go on the suggested list or I go on to people that I know that was interested in the product and see if there's any people on their friends list that might look like they might be interested into the products and stuff. That's what I do. And another thing, a quote that I seen from a book that was on one of our other Zooms that actually I've been reading, it says we get extremely defensive about our excuses because excuses free us from taking responsibility for our lives. That's actually very true because I very, very get defensive about my excuses and try to use that as an excuse for my life all the time. But I've been trying really hard to stop doing that these days.
Girl, you just dropped a bomb. That was good. That was so, so good. I seriously love that so much. You literally just shared so much. I was trying to write it down. I was like, I can't write fast enough. But I love that. I just love how you were talking about like just your mindset on everything. Girl,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna go far, sister. Okay. I hope you know that. I'm so proud of you, but I loved everything you had to say. Okay, so Tara, you also should be able to unmute yourself. Oh, I think I just muted you. I'm so sorry if I did.
You're good.
All right, so you can just kind of go into the same thing. Just talk a little bit about your story, why you got started, and then we can just go to tips from there.
Okay, so part of my story, like really why I joined the business, is because I got myself into some trouble and I actually got a DUI. So it's hard on me to find a job because of the background checks and everything, and not very many places like hiring people that have DUIs, especially what I'm certified in. So having that on my record kind of screwed me over with a lot of stuff. So I mean, for me to share this to you guys is like really big because I'm not really someone to share about that. I've talked to Kate about it, and Kate knows, and it's just something like I learned my lesson. I understand what I did was wrong. No one got hurt or anything. I didn't wreck my car or anything. I just got pulled over, and it was a stupid decision. So
I do
definitely
want
learned.
to say real quick, thank you for being vulnerable, because like a lot of people, I mean, we all have things that we don't like sharing, and I appreciate you just being vulnerable with us because I know it's hard, but I didn't want to interrupt you or anything, but I just wanted to say thank you for doing that.
Yeah. And I also have two daughters. One is 2 and one is 7, Isabella and Alea. I always try to post with them all the time because I'm home with them all the time. And that's another thing, is like I always wanted to have a work at home job just so I could be home with my kids. Like right now, my youngest is actually sick. She has a cold. So with me being able to have this business and be in this business, I'm able to be home with her and still be able to get posts up, get messages sent to people. Something I like to do when it comes to sending messages to people is I go to my friends list and I at least let them like be on my page for like a day or two before I actually send a message to them, because I want them to see my profile and see the stuff that I've been talking about and sharing about before I just go and message them out of the blue and they're just like, no. So I tend to wait like a day or two, but usually what I do is I have a notebook and I write their names down in my notebook in the date that I added them or in they accepted my friend request. So I write their names down, and then after that day or two, then I will send them a message. Usually I try to start with the hat messages, and then like if they don't reply, then Friday I will send them a product message, like one of our follow-ups kind of. I made it into something like my own way of doing that a little bit. Just so like, okay, they read my hat post message, but they didn't say nothing back. So okay, I'm gonna send you a message about, would you be interested in our products? I'm not just gonna sit there and ignore the fact that you read it, but you didn't reply. So I still keep trying, even though if they read that message, then I just write their name down for the next follow-up. And that's usually what I do. But I also, so I've seen this on Facebook. I don't remember who posted it, but I took it and made it into something that I would do. And like, so this is my information. So this is, my name and my ID number, and then the loyal customers that I have that I've enrolled myself. And then I also have my distributors that are under me. And I did the same thing with theirs. I wrote their name and their number and then the customer that they have under them. And I put like 2 pages with other lines on them, just so like when they start getting more loyal customers, I can help them kind of keep track of it for them. That way, like if they're like, oh my goodness, I have so many customers and I don't know who's who. And it's like, okay, hold on, let me get my binder. What product did the person have? And, all I can do is like, I can go in here, find the ID number and the product that they have, which I'm going to be writing products down too. I haven't got to that point yet. But then I also have my HAP tracker. This one I love so much because it helps with so much. These are all the HAPs that I had last week. And then these are what I got over the weekend here. And I have to add like yesterday's and today's on here. But I haven't had the time to with my daughter being sick and me falling asleep. And then I also have my page for my follow-up. So what I do on these is I write the person's name, and I write like if it was on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok. And then I write what we talked about. So a few of these girls on here that I have, they were wanting to join the team. And then some were about products. And then I also have my Instagram one too, with their names and everything and all that information. And then I have my charts, so I update if there's something new happens, which working on those. And then product information. What, honey? Sorry, guys. And then extra pages, which I haven't printed any more out in a little bit, just because I've been dealing with her being sick and everything. Honey,
I love that so much, girl. I just love I love organization. It's like my favorite thing ever. You know me, y'all know I love
I am
organized.
super like I am like a person that has to be organized or I will lose my mind because like I'll be like, okay, where did this go? I know I wrote it down. What notebook is it in? That's why I have to I have to be organized, especially with the kids too, because my youngest likes to get into everything. And she could come in my room while I'm babysitting my niece, and she could come in here and mess with stuff. And I wouldn't know until I came in my room, like, oh, okay, you just messed with my work stuff. All right. And I also been I actually went through and wrote down like all the products and their BV, just so I have that on hand. That way, like once I start doing my like charts more and more, which I've been trying super hard, you know, I really want to go Ruby. I am going Ruby. But another thing, I'm a big bowler. So I bowl on a Mondays league with women, and then I bowl on a Saturday night league too that we have women in. That I actually personally went up to them. They were friends with me on Facebook. So like they were seeing me posting when I first started and everything, and I started back in October. So I've only been with the business for 3-4 months now. And like at first, you know, I was like, okay, no one's commenting on my posts, no one's sending me messages, no one's messaging me back. But that's the one thing that, you know, with being in this business, you have to give that person time. You have to let them see. Stop. You have to let them see your posts and that you're consistent with it, which that's been something I've been trying to do, is be more consistent with at least posting on my story. Usually I'll put a post up while I'm laying in bed, while my kids are sleeping, and I can do a little bit of stuff before I actually fall asleep. But you just got to be like consistent with it. I try to at least get, you know, I send out 30 hat messages, and I've been doing 50 collab messages, but then I kind of add like a little more onto those, because I'll go on Facebook and I'll do 50 on Facebook, and then I try to do 50 on Instagram. But like a lot of people on Instagram, they're weird. Like if they don't know you, they're not going to add you. So it's just like you got to keep adding people. I mean, when I first started, I told Kate I was adding 30 people a day, and I was. And you know, adding the 30 people, and then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to start adding more to it. So I went up to 50 to it. And it's just, I'm a mom, so I like to look for moms, because I post about my kids like every day, and my niece, and I babysit for one of me and my sister's friends. So like I'm posting pictures of them all the time. And then I'll throw like, I love sunflowers. Like my whole cart is decked out in sunflowers. So I'll throw up just a random picture of a sunflower. And then I throw up a quote. And then I throw up another picture of my kids or my niece or Ella. You know, it's just, you just gotta be consistent with it. And then I throw a product post. You know, like I like making my own stuff. So I'll go onto Pinterest and I will find stuff, and I'll download it to my phone, and I'll take like what was on that picture and I will add it to the one that I'm making, and then I just post it once I'm done with everything. I know I gotta go live more, working on it, but it's hard a little with the kiddos because my kiddo is in here yelling, mom, mom, mom. So it's kind of hard to hear me because I'm a very soft tone person. So talking is like, I'm just quiet, and I've always been like that. So, and like, I got, let's see, at least 3 or 4 people off my Monday League to become a loyal customer. There's some people that are kind of about it still. It's like, do you have a Facebook? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna add you on Facebook. I said, you'll see me post about everything. Then if you know, I'll send you a follow-up message that Friday and see if you are interested in something that you want. But like, I can actually physically walk up to someone and talk to them. I know some people are weird about that, especially with COVID and everything. But like, I go for people that I've known for like a long time. And a lot of those people are like my mom's age. My mom's 50. And my mom don't look like she's 50. So finding those people is one thing that I can connect with too. Because today I actually had someone that has known me since I was probably my youngest's age message me about our gummies. So I was talking to her about those, but I found out that she takes a certain type of pill because she has cancer. So she's really interested in them and she really wants to try them. So she's actually going to call her doctor and talk to her doctor, and she's going to get back with me. And if I don't hear from her before Friday, then I'm going to follow up with her on Friday. But your follow-ups, your hat posts, I go through my Facebook friends, and like I went through my sister's Facebook and I've added a whole bunch of moms off of her page. I've gone off of my best friend's Facebook page, which I've been trying to get her to join. She's iffy about it. She's like, you need to come sit down and talk to me face to face and show me everything. I was like, girl, I got you. I'm like, hey, I mean, I love it. She's a mom too. We're the same age, you know. She's someone that's hard to. She gets a job, something happens. She gets screwed over. And then it's like, well, I'm not going to screw you over because you're going to be under me. And I'm under a whole bunch of people. Like, I said, you're not going to be by yourself. I said, there's group chats that you will get put in. There, you know, our higher upper leads will be in those chats. If I don't get back to you right away, you can always send that person a message like, hey guys, I'm struggling a little bit here. Can you help me out? Or go to the team page and try to look up stuff. That's what I do. And the one thing I really, really love about this business is no matter what, someone always answers your question. Today, there was a couple girls that were commenting in our Ruby chat. I was trying to answer, you know, like she wanted some results of the Skinny Brew. I was like, girl, go on Pinterest and type in Skinny Brew. It works. A whole bunch of stuff will pop up. But I had some on my phone already, so I just sent them into the chat for her. You know, like I try to. Kate, you know, Kate has done really good with, you know, training me. I know she's been busy with her new girls. I'm busy with the girl that I have, which she's a little nervous about everything, but I got everything under control for her. And like when I got on the Zoom with Kate and Jen, I was like super happy after we got off the Zoom because like I was feeling down because I wasn't really getting people. And then I'm like, and then Kate wanted to get on the Zoom, and then Jen joined the Zoom. And we talked and we laughed. Me and Jen actually went to a bar down in Bolivar. It was called Kicking Country. So there very well could have been a time that Jen was there and I was, and we would have never known. But now we do. But I don't drink anymore. So, I mean, I'll go and have fun and play pool, but that's about it. I won't. No more drinking.
I love that, girl. I love that you have your own like organization system, because I feel like that's something that's like super, super important, is like figuring out what's like working for you, you know? I mean, because I mean, we all do it so differently. And I love that you kind of just like figured out that system, and then you're just sharing you in all of your posts and stuff. Like, I love that, because like people aren't going to join this business because of the business. They're going to join it for you, you know? And that's what I put in the chat, just like finding the use of the world. And I love that so much. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, girl. You are so awesome. Everyone's gonna join you, and we are manifesting it for you. And you are so going Ruby this month. But we are gonna move over to Carly. Trying to think. Okay, Carly, you should be able to unmute yourself as well. Okay, I think you're good.
All right, so I only started about a little over a week ago. I've been just like listening to my leader, like trying to keep up with everything, because I am in college, and I'm a full-time student. It's hard working during college semesters, but like over breaks it's easier. But I actually found out that I had carpal tunnel in each wrist, and I had to get surgery. So I couldn't do any physical labor for 6 weeks. And that's normally when breaks are. So I was tired of just sitting at home and not being able to do anything. And it put me into like a worse depression. And I always like saw Jen posting like such happy things and like the support that she would get from it. And I figured that I should try and put myself out there, because I normally like, I never post on Instagram. I never really post on Facebook. I'm basically like a ghost on there, just sitting in the backgrounds watching videos or something all day. And so I figured I would try this to try and put myself out there, become more of an open person, and be able to talk to different people that I don't normally have connections with. Like, all my friends are like, I'm so outgoing, but when I first meet you, I can be really just shy and like I don't talk a lot. But I basically just listen to my leader. I'm getting the hang of like answering people's questions about like products or like anything that we're doing. I'm trying to do more halves. I'm getting like a little bit of organization. Like, I've wrote down all my potentials, and I keep trying to keep up with them. And then I write down who my loyal customers are and who are my potential distributors. And so I just keep trying to like, hi, like, you still interested or not? Like, I'll be back later to talk about it again. But yeah, I really like, I post haps and I keep up with them, and I try to go to whoever posts for me. I go to their comments, add those people, wait till they accept the friend request or whatever, and then message them and be like, you want to be entered into the giveaway, or like, hi. Just trying to like broaden that, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I love that. And I also just wanted to shout you out real quick, because I was looking just to make sure I didn't lie about this, but you had literally signed 5 customers in your first 2 days. Like, I just want to talk about that for a second, because like that's incredible. I was looking at this just to make sure I didn't get it wrong, and I was like, okay, it's fine. I see her. But you guys, literally, I think you joined on the 9th, if I remember correctly. So it's been 10 days. That's 10. Yeah, that's 10. I was like, I don't know. It's been basically a week and a half. And I mean, you're literally already doing so great. And I'm just so proud of you. But yeah, I just absolutely love those tips and everything that you shared. And yes, getting organized, it's so hard. And for me, it's so easy. And I feel bad because it's how my brain works. But I just like, literally, you guys, it doesn't have to take much, just like a sticky notepad, anything, just to give like a little bit of organization. But I absolutely love everything. I know I'm so green, it's actually really sad, but I love everything you had to say. I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh, I had a question. I forgot it. If I remember, I'm gonna text you and I'll send it in the chats and stuff. I'm so scatterbrained, it's bad. But I do have a question for you. So if I remember, I'm probably gonna call you out, but just beware. But
Okay.
we're gonna move to Danny. Same thing, girl. Just share a little bit about your story, introduce yourself, and then give us all of your little nuggets.
Hello, let me get my Zoom. Okay, there we go. Wait, there we go. I'm Danny. I am 20 years old and I'm a double diamond. About to be triple here real soon. I started this whenever I was 18 years old, literally fresh out of high school. I just moved into an apartment with my now ex-boyfriend. And I thought that I was going to be fine working 2 jobs, like in college, all the things. And I was like, I soon figured out I wasn't even in school yet. And I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. Like going to college and working 2 jobs is not going to work. So I saw Cheyenne, someone shared a post from her and I followed her and like literally just like started creeping on her page and stalking her for like a month and a half or so. And eventually I was like, okay, like let's do it. Like, what do I have to lose? I actually was in a business before as well. It was health and fitness stuff, but it was not what we do exactly. And I didn't really like the way that business was set up. So when I found this, I was like, well, I'm just going to try. And within 3 months, I ended up quitting one of my part-time jobs. And then within 9 months, 10 months, I guess, 9 months I went diamond, and 10 months I quit both my jobs and just like went full time with this and got to like travel and do all the things. And fast forward to now, I'm actually from Ohio, and this business has been able to let me move to Arizona. I moved to Arizona almost a year ago, and I truly can say that I would not be able to do that without this business. Me and Shai were literally just talking about how like what we would be doing if we weren't in this. And I was like, well, the big thing, I wouldn't be sitting in my apartment in Arizona right now. That's for sure. So it's definitely changed my life in a lot of ways. And I am so grateful for it. So that's my story in a nutshell. Let me get my notes for the customer stuff. I feel like a lot of what I'm going to say is what everyone else said, but I'm going to give you more of like the details of actually how I do it. But as far as customers, I do the host to host, and follow-ups are the big things. I do send out like collab messages and stuff, but I just get more like random potentials here and there. But like the host to posts are the things that I like literally will sign people like on the spot with, or like I follow up with them a few times and they literally sign up. So the host to post that I've been like reached out to a few times about like how do I get more host to post up? And I'm not like Queen Amber Lee where she gets like 40 up a day, and I don't know how she does it, but I consistently get like the 10 or like at least like some that I'm getting potentials from or whatever. So the one giveaway post that is like blowing up for me still is the one about the towels. And and Kate, it is so possible to get out of Ohio because no one wants to be there. But obviously we do like the host to post baits first, like on my page, but nowadays it's the same people commenting over and over again. And I've been growing my network, but like it's just inevitable. The same people are always commenting on my host to post baits. So the way that I grow my network outside of the people that are on my page already is having them do a giveaway post for me. And Shai, if you could possibly drop the giveaway one, you can't put pictures, but we can maybe put that in one of the chats. But I have them post a thing that says like, my friend Danny is giving away like whatever the giveaway is, like comment how you fold your towels to be entered. And then I drop, there's one that Mariah did. Sorry, Shai, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I do this one that's like how you fold your towels, because people just like love to tell you their life. And it's funny because they'll literally have like conversations like, oh, I fold my towel this way if like it's this in this bathroom, and this way if I do this, and like all this stuff. And it's just a way for me to find more people to do host to post for me. So they comment whatever way they fold their towel, and that honestly does not matter. It's just a way to get them to comment. And then I go and message them and have all those people do product posts for me. So as an example of what like I think Amber Lee said that it literally works your business for you. I had somebody who actually was a customer of mine. She posted a giveaway post for me, and then all of her friends started to comment, and now her friends are doing like post to post for me. And there's a post that one of her friends did that is up to like 15 potentials now just today. And I'm like, amazing. Like it literally is working itself for you. So post to post, I used to be not against them, but I was like, oh, they don't work for me, but like they totally work. So if you're not doing them, just do them consistently. And maybe if like you're not getting results, change the way or the wording that you're doing. I can send like the post that I like, the product post that's working for me. I always do the TFX one usually. Coffee, I know people get good results with the coffee one too, but I just feel like I just get really good results with the TFX, and it's easy to upsell, especially with the coffee or the gummies now that I just upsold somebody the other day with the gummies because of the fact that they go really hand in hand, and the one has caffeine and the one doesn't. So it's like, they're not going to like give you a freaking heart attack because there's so much caffeine. Like, and I feel like TFX is just an easy product to go off of. And then on a completely other note of like potential customers, I've been trying to use TikTok as well. So I need to be more consistent with this, but I saw people start to blow up with product TikToks, and I was like, okay, like I need to do that because these people were getting like thousands and thousands of views, like hundreds of comments. And I'm like, all right, like I need to get results and I need to put them on TikTok and get potentials from this. So I started to, I've obviously started to like work out and stuff for my own good, but I wanted to like consistently use the products and get my own results and like get healthier so that I could have something to share. Because I was like, I don't have any updated results. Like I need something to put on TikTok. I can't just like, hey, I love this coffee. And then people are going to want to see my results with it. So I got results and I've been getting potentials from that. So if you're using the products in any way, like just make little videos, and they don't have to be super fancy. Just put them all together in a video and put it on TikTok, because people are going to start to be curious about that, especially when you're like, oh, it's like the skinny coffee, or like I'm losing weight drinking coffee. Like, do you know how many people are on TikTok drinking coffee? They like go on there and just like make their coffee for fun. And people are going to be scrolling and be like, you can lose weight from coffee? Like, give me some information. So TikTok is definitely another way outside of like just the normal messaging and host post thing that you're going to get potentials from too. And it's a whole different network of people. So those are my main tips. The host post is the game changer though.
Yes, I literally, you guys, if you're sitting here right now and you're like, I'm not doing TikTok, okay, I feel you. Just like close your eyes and just like try it, because I am that person that, like, I heard so many people say in 6 months you're gonna wish you had done it, and hey, it's been 6 months. I wish I would have started it sooner. My business has seriously taken off so much since I've started using TikTok consistently. I've gotten so many DTs. I've signed more customers than distributors from TikTok, but I'm fine with either one of them, okay? Literally, it's just sitting there dancing, and it's hard, you guys. I understand, because I am not that kind of person. I'm a turtle. I like being in my shell, but after doing it, it's helped so much just with like my personal like business, like growing it and everything. So I just lost my train of thought. Just try and do TikTok. Copy my videos, copy Shay's, Danny's, Amberly's, any of us, copy them all, and that's what we do too. But Danny, was at the end of your tips. I didn't know if I just like totally interrupted you.
No, that was pretty much the end, but just going off TikTok, I'm going to put my at in the chat. I didn't mean to rhyme like that, but you know, it's fine.
I'm gonna put my at in the chat. Yeah, follow us all, you guys.
Also with TikTok, something else is brand yourself like you would on any other social media. So obviously, like if you're familiar with it, there's a For You page, and my For You page is dead set everything that I love. It's like Christian stuff, funny videos, dancing videos, like singing stuff, and just like things that I like. So I try to post things that like brand myself on there that are going to get people that aren't just like following me for products. They're following me for me, and then they're going to start seeing my product stuff as well. So just brand yourself like you would on any other social media. You don't have to just post like business stuff on TikTok either. And yeah, there's my TikTok. But
Yes, I got your ad name for you, friend.
that's all for the tips that I had for that.
But yes, honestly, you guys, I've been trying to do like more like personal life TikToks, quote unquote, like just stuff about like me or like my dogs, my boyfriend. I have dogs. I just called my cat a dog. It's fine. My pets. And those TikToks have gotten me like a lot of followers. Like I posted one yesterday of Mia. It has 65 likes and like 2,400 views, which like for me, hello, that's a lot. And I got so many followers from that. And I actually got a potential DT today from that video that followed me from TikTok. So she followed me from a video about my dog, saw a post about the business, filled out my influencer app, and then here we are now. So it's just such a great tool, resource thing, app. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. And like once you get the hang of it, it really is a lot of fun and it makes your business yes. Yeah, Joyce came from TikTok. Woohoo! We love it. I think Haley did too. If you're on here, I could totally be lying, but you know, I'm gonna say you are, so it's fine. But so many people came from TikTok and I'm just so grateful for that. But I just wanted to kind of finish this off here a little bit, kind of talking about like why we do these things every single day. So obviously you guys just heard 5 people. I just totally forgot how many were on here. I'm so sorry. But you guys just heard 5 different leaders kind of talk about what they do every single day to build the business, like how the different things that they do. And I kind of wanted just to end this with talking about why and just kind of, I'm going to keep repeating myself. So I'm just going to talk about why. Essentially at the end of the day, there's about 5 to 7 different things that we do. And that's broken down into personal development, messaging and following up, posting on your stories and feeds, growing your market, post to post, and then I put TikTok as a 6th one, and then 7th is kind of breaking down those tasks. So typically we have 5 things we do. And if you look at my checklist, I have like 15, but it's all broken out into like follow-ups for this, messaging for host to post, messaging for this. It's all like broken out things just because that's how my brain works, but kind of do it whatever you want to do with that. But like I said, there's essentially those little things that we do every single day. And there's a reason as to why we do those consistently every single day. So also Mariah just dropped her at too. She makes some awesome videos. Definitely go follow her too. But so this is a reference that I heard a long time ago and it still like rings to me today, but 5 fingers. Okay. It's the Rap Girl circle of life. Y'all are just going to have to float with me for a second. Personal development, messaging, posting, growing your markets, post to post. These are the main things we do every single day. And we do post so people from our messages can see what we're posting about. We post to our stories so people can see what we're messaging about. Y'all get what I'm saying. Personal development just ties it all in together, makes your mind right, makes your days go by better, but it literally is a circle of life. You do this one to get results from this one, from that one to this one, and all back and forth. It all just kind of ties in together. So that's why on those daily checklists that we've been sending to you guys, there's so many of like the same task every single day, because that's ultimately just what we do every single day. I joined this business October of 2017, so it's been over 3 years. There is nothing different that what I do then than what I do now versus adding more stuff into it. As in, we didn't have stories whenever I joined this business. We definitely didn't have TikTok whenever I joined this business. We didn't have host to post until like, I think 2018 or 2019, I think. I don't really know what year it is, but it's been a while that we didn't, or it was a while that we didn't have host to post, and now they are such a huge component of building the business. And then just kind of like going about that. I hope this all makes sense, but like I know one of our leaders had asked for us to kind of speak about like the social media algorithms, and I am not at all familiar with the algorithms. Okay. The TikTok one changes every 0.2 seconds. Instagram's confusing, and Facebook is just Facebook. So I can't give you guys like tangible things about the algorithms, but I know for sure there's people on TikTok that are like famous for posting about the algorithms. You can find those find those platforms and just follow them from there. But basically there is a rhyme of reason why we do these things every single day. And ultimately it just comes down to consistency. I can say right now that there's certain people on our team that I know if I would not have followed up with them, they would not be here. And just I don't know why I remember this, but like honestly, Danny impacted my business more than I will ever be able to talk about. And for this specific person, just to kind of like give that a little bit of insight, I was at a Starbucks in June 24th of 2018. I was friending people on Facebook. I followed a girl on Instagram. She did a host a post for me. That's how Danny found my platform. A month and a half later, on like July 28th, Danny joined my business. And now she's one of the top leaders on our team, but that was consistency. She followed me for over a month and was like, what does this girl do? Like, what is she doing? I know that's for a lot of you guys. Like a lot of you guys probably, I want you to drop in the comments how long it took you of watching your upline before you joined the business. And for me, it was 4 months. Okay, we got 2 weeks. I watched for 4 months. Danny's was like 6 weeks-ish, kind of. But like there are some people that are going to take, okay, we got 3 months, a few months, 4 months. Exactly. It doesn't happen on the spot. It can, but it doesn't happen all the time, First time I joined. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's so crazy. So Joyce, first time I joined was in 2015 and no one helped. I gave up, saw your TikToks, followed for a couple of weeks. That right there, Joyce was in this in 2015 and didn't find success, and now she is seeing success on like that second time, that's just incredible. I love that. But the next thing I kind of wanted to talk, I hope that all makes sense about just like the consistency aspect. I know we talk about that a lot, but it really is such a huge component of to like what we do every single day. And I'm also trying to talk really fast because I don't want to keep you guys for over an hour. So if I start like going like Eminem, you can watch the replay. But the next thing I wanted to say was your journey is yours. Okay. Every single one of you guys have had a different type of journey on this business. I've had a different journey than my upline. I've had different journeys than other people on our team. You are all going to hit different goals and different mile markers at different points in your business. And that is your unique journey. Okay. And you should be so proud of that. You are on a path and you were here for a reason, and you were prayed in here for a reason. And I can guarantee you, I at least prayed for y'all. If it was just me, it's fine. But I prayed for you guys to be here. And it's crazy just to see how certain people have come into my business. Amberly completely changed my business, and I didn't even enroll her. I didn't even enroll the person that enrolled her. Same with Taiki. Like different people are going to come into your businesses at different points. Same with Jennifer. I could literally go on the list of so many leaders that are here now that joined from other people that have completely changed the course of my business. So kind of going off of that, I don't want you guys to compare yourself to other people. If you see someone that is just absolutely killing it right now, don't think, oh my gosh, I can never do that. Think, what are they doing that I'm not doing so I can start doing that in my own business? Simply, another term that we've always used, just copy the right cat. If you see someone in like on our team, on a different team, it does not matter, that's achieving results that you want to achieve, figure out what they're doing. Just ask them like, hey, do you have a daily checklist that you follow? I still ask people that to this day that are top leaders in the company. I'm like, hey, like, what do you do every day? I just want to know, I just want to see. And then they can send you stuff that they do. So then that's how they're going to get those, or excuse me, that's how you're going to get those results after that consistency is put in, if that makes sense. So that is kind of everything. I hope you guys took so much value from this tonight. I appreciate you guys hopping on here, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the